In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we are starting our Europa League journey. You'll see the group that we have, and we are taking on a Russian team, FC Ural, Yekaterinburg. Hopefully we can start the Europa League with a win. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are looking forward to today's video, then please do leave a thumbs up down below and also subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell if you have not done so already, all that good YouTube stuff for the algorithm. And also let us know if you think we have an easy group in the Europa League, which we will get to in a second. So at the end of yesterday's episode, when we took on Lyon in our second game of Liga, I said we would be coming back for the game against Nice. However, I did also say that if Europa League popped up, we would be coming back sooner, and that is why we are back before that Nice game, because our first Europa League game is a couple of days before it. So what we're going to do is play that today, and then in tomorrow's episode we will take on Nice. I'm recording these on Friday New Zealand time because I can edit them over the week, and I'm busy on Saturday filming a rugby game because rugby is starting again here in New Zealand in my hometown. So that's what I do on the weekend. So I'm getting a bit done today, so you guys will have some episodes to enjoy over the weekend. That's the reason this isn't a double header. But I'm going to quickly show you guys how we've been doing in the league without going into too much detail. What I think I might do before tomorrow's episode against Nice is I'll show you guys the highlights from these games. But as you can see, as we'll get rid of these friendlies, our form has been very good. We are still yet to lose in League A, and we are top of the table because PSG dropped points. We'll show you guys highlights from the 3 games in between, all 3-0 wins before we take on Nice tomorrow. So we're doing very well domestically heading into the Europa League, which is great. And not too long ago, these groups were drawn on the Europa League. We were a second seed. These groups currently listed on seeding. So we'll have a quick look at these. Tottenham, Sevilla, Eintracht, Frankfurt and Slavia Sofia in Group A. PSV, Dynamo Kiev, Besiktas and Charleroi SC are in Group B. Atlanta, Lille, Sporting from Portugal and Luzern in Group C. That looks a quite tasty group, as does Group D. Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Klayevo and CSKA Moscow, another pretty strong group. I feel like we did okay getting Group E. Rangers, us, Red Star and Ural, who are from Russia, who we are taking on today. That feels like a group we should be getting out of. Group F, Everton, AEK, Dynamo Zagreb and St. Trudense. Group G, Napoli, Shakhtar, Diosgyori, I believe is how you say that, and Sarajevo. And then Group H, Porto, Studlene, Lech Poznan and Hapoel Be'er-Sheva. Hopefully I've got some of those pronunciations right. But in terms of where we could have slotted in being a second seed, I'm quite happy what we've got in terms of Rangers, Red Star and Ural. We are considered, from what I've been hearing in the media inbox items, quite strong favourites for this group, and I'd have to agree with that. That Rangers game, which I expect to be coming up in a few episodes' time, is probably going to be the most important, but hopefully this gives us a chance to at least use some of our second string players over this Europa League group stage. Before I got here, Monaco did top their group in the Europa League last season, so hopefully we are able to do something similar this season with a stronger squad, I expect. But what we're going to do, we're going to just get straight into this game. It is at the Stade Louis II, taking on the Russian outfit Ural. Okay, we have no TV coverage for this game, so we'll run you guys through it before we get into the match. Our team, we have made some changes, just players who are either a little bit fatigued or have a higher injury risk about them. So we've brought Gardi and Quintero onto the wings where Dembele and Fernandez would usually be. Our midfield's actually the same, which is surprising. I thought Ethan Ampadu might need a rest, having come back from a slashed leg in a previous game, but he's okay. And apart from that, our back 4 is actually pretty similar, just Ledger coming in for Mert Mulder, who could use a rest heading into the Nice game, which I'm expecting to be slightly more difficult. It's hard to judge these guys, but we'll see how we get on against them. I have no idea about any of the players in that Ural team. apart from, of course, Sead Kolasinac. But otherwise, not a lot there that I recognise, although Luka Milivojevic is another name that pops out. So I've got some familiar Premier League names, but nothing over the top. Andre Gomes as well. So some decent players in there, but we've got a pretty good squad these days, I would like to think, especially based on our Liga form. So hopefully we can make a good start to this Europa League group. We'll tell them we expect to win, a bit of faith, and everyone hopefully will get their heads up. And we are the home team, so we are in the white with the red. And it is the Russian outfit Ural in the all black. We are playing right to left and kicking off, and we get the ball up to Quintero nice and early. He tries to find Henrique, but he might have been offside there. And Seppi for Ural claims the ball early, and they now have a free kick. This is a game that we are heavily expected to win, so hopefully we can do the job, especially with some first-team players. Very good early chance there for Flavio Henrique, but he puts it wide. Some good early chances, but still 0-0 coming up to the 5-minute mark, although Ural will have a throw-in taken by Kolasinac. Plays it into Gomez, so the more familiar names joining up. Back out to Kolasinac. Hopefully we're not going to concede early, because we haven't conceded for quite some time, not since that pre-season game against PSG, although we turn the ball over and we feed that out to Puig. He's going to have a crack here. Oh, just wide. Not a bad effort, but it remains 0-0 after 5 minutes. Okay, corner to Monaco in the 7th minute. Henrique is going to put this in. It is headed by Nianzou, but a good save from their goalkeeper, and we will have another corner. Having a lot of chances early. It feels like this is a game that we are going to dominate. And now Tapsoba with a header. The second time it goes in the back of the net, and there is some early reward with about our 6th shot of the game inside 8 minutes. We put it in the back of the net. A good effort from Nianzou from the first corner, but this time Henrique finds Tapsoba, and the goalkeeper for Ural, he cannot get to that with his diving effort, and we go 1-0 up after 8 minutes. That is what we like to see, starting this Europa League off well, and they give us the ball straight back from the kickoff, or the restart I should say, and Quintero will get it, the Colombian wonder kid. A couple of wonder kids in our team now, and he's just burnt his man there, but his shot blocked, shot or cross, whatever it was, and we will have another corner, which early doors we are looking quite dangerous from, although this time they head it clear out to Puig, although he will find young Romain Ledger. Puig shifting that out to Flavio Henrique, gets past his man quite simply, but he scuffs his shot straight into the hands of Seppi. 1-0 after 9 minutes. Goal kick to Ural, and we continue to be on top of them here. Tapsoba heads that forward to Quintero, and maybe we can make it 2-0. Henrique offside just earlier there, so he can't find him, although his effort back out to Ampadu. Him and Tessier, a bit of 1-2 amongst each other, just holding the ball up nicely in a good area of the pitch. Now Puig will find Gaudi. Oh, it's a very, very good chance, but he's blasted it over the bar. Have to say that's a bit of a sitter for Amin Gaudi, but we are looking the better team, and Tessier this time heads that forward to Quintero. It looks like we've got a lot of pace on these guys. Quintero making his way into the box, tries to find Henrique. His effort is blocked, and it can't quite get to our Brazilian striker who has started the season off in magnificent form. We do keep possession though, and we get it out to Gaudi, who just missed that absolute sitter. Romain Ledger puts the ball in. Quintero with an effort, blocked, but he will regain possession for us, and we are all over them here. As Ampadu up to Henrique, back to Quintero. He'll find Henrique. That is wonderful play. Quintero slotting Henrique in, buries it bottom right corner, and we are 2-0 up inside 13 minutes. And it's looking very good for us here at Monaco, starting the Europa League, albeit against a team who you would expect us to beat quite convincingly. And that is some wonderful short passing that led to Quintero setting up Flavio Henrique. 2-0 after 15 minutes. And after the 15-minute mark, another goal kick to Ural that Tapsoba will head back to Agrumi. They might need to start taking those shorter just to try and keep possession. And we get Quintero making a mess of these guys yet again, setting up Henrique. It's not quite a repeat of the first goal, but the same combination in slightly different circumstances. And a minute after the second goal, it's another assist from Quintero to Henrique. Buries that nicely, top right corner. Yeah, we are absolutely outclassing these guys. It's fair to say 3-0 coming up to the 20-minute mark. Throw into Monaco after 19 minutes. And Garley gets on the ball. He's going to try and play Enrique in there, but he was offside, so he retreated, and Seppi will get on the end of this. So maybe this is actually a chance for Ural to get something going here, but however, it will actually be Monaco now. Quintero making his way into the box. His effort is blocked, and Owusu might get on the end of this, so could be something for Ural here. Kolisanak up to Basekasetes. I probably won't try and pronounce too many more of these names because I'm going to butcher them. They do give the ball away though. Enrique played him for his hat-trick. Oh, that angle far too tight though, although it falls to Garley and the ball's gone in the back of the net. That is pretty fortunate, and we continue to hammer home the advantage here. 4-0 after 20 minutes. Enrique, I don't know if he meant to get an assist there, but in the end he did. Nice play from Quintero again to set him up. That was a terrible angle to have a shot from, but it hits the post. The goalkeeper ended up in no man's land thanks to the ball hitting the post, and this time Amin Ghawi slots it home. 4-0 after 22 minutes, and yet another highlight. We'll just catch our breath briefly as we get the ball from that goal kick, albeit we give it straight back to Kolisanak for Ural. Gomez, can they get something going? It is a very one-sided affair at the moment. Kolisanak. He tries to put a cross in. Ledger will head that clear. Garrity's actually carrying a little bit of a minor injury here, so we might have to take him off. We'll see what happens there. Up to Quintero, though, we get the ball, and he has had pace on a lot of these defenders today. He tries to play it in for Enrique yet again, but the cross is blocked. Puts another one in for Garrity. His shot finds the back of the net, and this is extremely anticlimactic at the moment. Now, Garrity's on a hat-trick all of a sudden, which after 22 minutes with an injury is an interesting situation, because I was just thinking about whether we need to take him off. If he's on a hat-trick, we might see if he can recover. But nice ball yet again from Quintero, having a wonderful game on the right wing. That is his third assist, and he also got a half assist earlier, it would be fair to say, but it's 5-0 halfway through the first half. Monsma now with the ball for Ural, as they did have a free kick. That is a good tackle from Ampadu, and Enrique should be able to burn his defender off here, or at the very least set someone else up. The ball tackled away from him for Kolisanak, but it's been given a penalty. That looked extremely harsh. Wait for VAR to get involved here. I imagine this won't be a penalty. It is okay. Nothing going Ural's way today, it was fair to say, because that was harsh and we missed the penalty. But Gaudi's got his hat-trick. After missing a sitter early on, he has got the last 3 goals for us, and it's 6-0 after 25 minutes. And a team that is far from full strength, it's fair to say, as we get a better replay angle of that penalty, is making mincemeat of Ural here. 6-0 after half an hour, and we have yet another highlight. Quintero, who, as I said, has just been doing bits for us today, setting up goals. He has pace on those defenders. Puig will find him. His shot blocked. It would be nice if he could get a goal, because he has had a wonderful half now. Gaudi tries to get his head to that. Can't. It's gone out to Ledger, who does keep it in, so he might have a chance to make it 7 before the half-hour mark, although Owusu with a good interception. And though Ampadu with a nice tackle, that will be that highlight. 6-0 at the half-hour mark. Seppi with a goal kick for Ural, and yet again Tessier able to cut it out to Quintero. We're doing well with that at the moment. That seems to be the way that we are creating a lot of our chances now. Quintero just makes his way through. 2 shots. Puig with a third. Oh, they're very lucky there. Gaudi has a shot blocked. It ends up in the corner, but there were 4 shots there that were all going on target, but the keeper made a save on one of them, I think, and maybe the post got involved in another. We have a corner. Nyanzu gets it in the back of the net. Now, this might be getting ruled out for offside, it feels like. Nice header, but it looks like a Gumi might have just got in the way as VAR reviews it. Indeed, it's offside. Look, a bit unfortunate. Nyanzu with a nice header into the bottom left corner, but we'll have a look at this replay, and yeah, fair to say that Agumi has no reason to be there, and when you're 6-0 up, that isn't as big a deal as it might be otherwise. Although we do have another highlight coming straight off the back of it. Flavio Enrique for the hat-trick. Oh, he's missed it. Absolute sitter. Still 6-0 after 35 minutes. Goal kick to Sepe here for Ural. But yet again, Tessier finds Quintero, and we know what happens here. He should be able to set Enrique up here. Can he put it away for his hat-trick? You bet he can. That's 2 hat-tricks in this game. Gowley with the first one, and now Enrique gets his. And after 42 minutes, it is 7-0. And you are getting goals galore today. We look absolutely unstoppable at the moment, albeit against a team who aren't much chop, it's fair to say. And this is bringing back memories of the 19-0 friendly we had at the start of the season. But we are getting into half-time. Although another highlight here, and they give it straight to Enrique. These guys are absolutely all at sea. Seppi makes a save. To be fair, he's made a couple today. You can't really blame the goalkeeper too much, but they are really poor, this team. And we have a corner that Enrique will put in. Nyanzu heads it over the bar, and that should be half-time now. And indeed it is. That is an absolutely dominant half of football. 7-0, hat-tricks to Amin Gowri and Flavio Enrique. Also, Tapsoba getting one from a corner after Nyanzu had an effort saved. We can't really do too much apart from praise that effort. Now, we will make some substitutions. Gowri will come off. We'll get Gabriel Fernandez on for him. And I think we'll also take Nyanzu off and give Sevillano a run. We'll just swap Tapsoba around for that corner efficiency with the heading. But that's a wonderful half of football. We'll be able to take more players off should they get tired, especially the likes of Enrique, who has been absolutely crucial for us in Liga so far this season. But we kick off the second half 7-0. Really now, it's to see if we can bring up double digits. Goal kick to Ural, Seppi to take it. It has only gone out to Tessier, and I think we know what's coming up here. Where's Quintero? Oh no, he's going to have a run this time, Tessier. Okay. Can he put a ball in? He finds Quintero this time. How many assists does he have now? This time he can't find a teammate. The ball cut out, but only as far as Ampadu. Agumi. Back over to Tessier. Makes his way towards the box. Tries to put a ball in, but Montsma clears it. Another ball. Quintero down for Gabriel Fernandez. I nearly said Flavio Enrique. Just a habit, that one. But yet again, it's a goal. Wonderful play. Nice header down that time. But Montsma got that ball back out to Tessier, but he was able to find Quintero, the assist master today. The Colombian wonder kid who usually plays up front. He has no issue setting people up. And he gives Gabriel Fernandez, fresh off the bench, a goal. And it is 8-0. Puig hitting that one back in. Oh, and we nearly get a ninth there. 8-0 after 55 minutes. Throw in to Ural. And Fours gets past his man there, but his ball cut out by Ampadu, and he get it up to Enrique, who is just tearing these guys apart. Gets past his defender. He can find a teammate. He does. Quintero. Yep, he puts it away. This is an absolute slaughtering now. 9-0 coming up to the hour mark, and it's looking likely that we're going to get to double digits. I think the next time we play these guys, we might just do highlights of it, because, yeah, they're not much chop, are they? I was hoping for a bit more out of our first Europa League game, but it's not happening. 9-0 after an hour. Throw into Monaco, Tessier to Puig. Back out to Tessier. Can we get the double digits up already? It's not a great cross, although Ledger will have an effort. Blocked. He gets the ball back, though. Over to Puig, although Owusu cuts that out. Now, Sevillano will get to that before the Ural player does. Their heads must have absolutely dropped now as Ledger puts this in. Flavio Enrique with the header, but straight at Seppi. That one not too difficult for him. Still 9-0 after 63 minutes, but we will have a free kick. Agrumi gets his head to it. He gets a goal, makes up for the goal that was ruled out from an offside because of him. And there's the double figures. It's 10-0. It's looking like a rugby score. Puig finds Agrumi at the far post, heads that in with a little bit of help from the crossbar, but it looked like it just went straight into that top right corner, well onside. And this is an absolute pasting. 10-0 after 65 minutes. Now I think, we've got a highlight. I was about to take on Enrique off, but Ampadu will find him. Or no. Hermansen cuts that out. Ampadu, Fernandez, he'll have a shot over the bar. We're going to take Flavio Enrique off while we have the chance, because we'll save him for the Nice game during the week. He's got his hat trick. We'll bring Rodrigo Macedo on for him, a player who hasn't got a lot of game time this season. Ever since he got that injury late last season, we haven't been able to do much with him. And we've really strengthened our squad, so he's on the outer a bit. But, yeah, we're pasting these guys. Look at the shots. 41 shots after 77 minutes. This is men against boys, it is fair to say, as we have another highlight here. Agrumi out to Ampadu. He will just give a little ball there to Ledger. He puts a ball in. Macedo heads it over the bar. That was his chance to get on the score sheet. Still 10-0 with 10 minutes to go. Throw in to Monaco with only 3 minutes to go. Quintero with the ball. He tries to find the Gumi, can't, but we're going to cut out that long clearance, and Sevillano will tidy things up. He has had a good game since going on the bench, although to be fair, when you're winning 10-0, it's hard not to have a good game, as Agumi gets that ball from Ural, who Southampton did try to poach at the end of the transfer window. They put an $80 million offer in for him, but all he wanted was a bigger wage from us, so we were able to keep him, even though he did have some interest in joining Southampton. Tessier with a shot hits the post after Macedo's is blocked. We're still piling the pressure on as we get towards referee's time. Now, Ural will have a free kick here, although I think most of the players offside from that, although we do head that out to Quintero, and they might be in trouble again here. Now, Quintero could find a teammate, although it looks like he's going to take this on his own. Seppi just does enough to keep that out, goes across the line, although we will have a corner as Rangers, probably in the more exciting game in this group today, it's fair to say, they are now 3-0 up, so against Red Star, so they are looking like they are going to join us top of the table, as you would expect after the first match week, as Macedo tries to flick one on. He was offside though. We've got 1 minute to go and we are 10-0 up. Yeah, wasn't expecting a win this big, but it's always nice, isn't it? Nice relaxing time here before we crack back into Liga, and at the very least this is a huge help goal difference wise for qualifying top of the group should we end up tied with someone like Rangers. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know, and this sort of result is only going to be good for us as Ural start to get some position, clear it out to Puig, Tessier. I don't know why the referees bothered playing extra time here, because I don't know if anyone wants to see it. Quintero plays it back and we win 10-0 in our first Europa League game of the season. Hat-tricks to Amin Ghali and Flavio Henrique, and Quintero and Tapsoba also getting goals, as well as Agumi. An absolute clinic, and I should also say Fernandez got a goal. Running out of fingers for my goal scorers. 47 shots to 1. It is an absolute pacing. I don't think I've seen a game like that in Football Manager ever, to be honest. That was ridiculous. But yeah, I think I have to say I'm very pleased with that. I think anything else is slightly underdoing it. And in some other games, you can see some big scores in the other games as well. So this group stage of the Europa League might be a bit lopsided. You can see St. Trudense beating Dynamo Zagreb 6-0. That's a very interesting result. And Rangers getting a 3-0 win over Red Star, probably of more importance to us. But that 10-0 win, which is weird to say when it's not a rugby game. I was talking about rugby before we got into that game, and it kind of turned true. We didn't even score a goal after the 64-minute mark, so we somewhat let our foot off the gas, but that was ridiculous. Amin Ghali is going to be out for the Nice game, but we do have Fernandez who can step back in for him, so we should be right for that. So that is our first game of the Europa League. Hopefully when we come back for another one, it's a little bit more competitive. I don't mind winning games, but 10-0's a bit over the top, isn't it? So, in tomorrow's episode, we will be back for the game that I thought we were going to be back for today. We will be taking on Nice in Liga. It's the local derby. Hopefully we can keep our unbeaten record this season up against them. We are certainly going to be going to that game with a ton of confidence. But if you did enjoy that absolute thrashing, then please do leave a thumbs up on today's video, and also if you have not done so already and do like the content, then hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. But until I see you for tomorrow's episode against Nice, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you then. Cheers.